but I'm not going to hide anything anymore. What? You weren't here. Cloud did not come to Nibelheim 5 years ago. Uh-oh. I waited, but Cloud never came. You know, all the pauses that I'm taking really goes to show how many friggin' ellipses there are in this game's script. The two that were ordered here were Sephiroth and another person. And, oh, it's the black-haired guy. You mean that member of Soldier who came with Sephiroth wasn't Cloud? There's nothing I can say. You must find the answer yourself. If you can't, then you... Take your time, Cloud. Slowly. Little by little, okay? And then Cloud comes and turns himself into a lump of pixels. PlayStation-era graphics. So yeah, Tifa has confirmed through her own genuine memory that that wasn't Cloud. That Soldier was not Cloud from 5 years ago. That doesn't mean anything else that Sephiroth has told Cloud is true. Just that one little tidbit. We'll get there. That starry night at the well, and our promise that night. What if the memory was just a lie? Don't hurry, Cloud. Don't answer too quickly. Just keep checking all those small emotions, and it'll come back. Slowly. Little by little. Right. Like the sky that night. The heavens were filled with stars. Another ace transition. That is a really pretty starry sky, though. Look at that. From the beginning, okay? Technically, this is episode 2 right here. Ooh. Once again, I am made nostalgic by the game's very presentation. Try and remember, Cloud. See, the fact that Tifa is actually standing on the crate shows how well-grounded she is, while Cloud, floating in thin air, shows that he's still not all there. Right. I was wearing these clothes. That's you, too. You were so small then. And adorable. Don't forget adorable. And cute. Oh, Tifa! Great minds think alike. Sephiroth once said, after doing a creepy double head turn. Cloud made up his memories by listening to my stories, and she's even imitating her past self. I like this parallel. This whole thing with their promise made back when, and they're actually using elements from the promise to tell a completely different story, using similar elements of presentation. Did you imagine this sky? No. You remembered it. I like how past Cloud is using his denial of something that was in the past to communicate with present Tifa. That night, the stars were gorgeous. It was just Cloud and I. We talked at the well. That's why I continue to believe that you were the real Cloud. I still believe you're the Cloud from Nibelheim. But you don't believe in yourself. These memories aren't enough. Cloud, what about your other memories? No, not memories. A memory is something that has to be consciously recalled, right? That's why sometimes it can be mistaken and a different thing. But it's different from a memory locked deep within your heart. That's why it must be a fake, if he could recall up that memory. That's it. What about some memory that has to do with me? I say something, and you don't remember it. But you say something, and I remember it too. Then we'll know that's our memory. Talk to me about anything, some important memory to you. Now that you mention it, why did you want to join Soldier in the first place? I always thought it was a sudden decision you made. I was devastated. I wanted to be noticed. This is Cloud talking. I thought if I got stronger, I could get someone to notice. Hey, just like me. Wait, what? Someone to notice you? Who? Who? You know who. You, that's who. So I guess the disembodied voice is the real Cloud, and by real Cloud, I mean the Cloud that existed back in the past, the one who actually made all of his decisions. The Cloud who's talking in the dialogue box is the current Cloud who's unsure of his memories, because if you're made to believe that your memories are all fake, if you remember something, whether it's real or not, you're not going to have very much confidence in it. So from what I can gather of what's going on right now, Tifa is trying to make a memory of Cloud that hasn't been brought up before, something that the both of them share that doesn't have anything to do with the incident 5 years ago or anything. It's like they're trying to find something genuine in there. So, disembodied voice Cloud, that's the actual Cloud who existed a long time ago. That's the actual voice speaking. I hope this is making some sense, because when people talk about Final Fantasy VII being a confusing and overly Japanese game, people just whitewash it by saying it's so confusing, but that's one goal of this Let's Play, is to dispel all that confusion and just lay it out, because Final Fantasy VII really does have a strong narrative surrounding identity and memories and stuff. So, Cloud is a pretty smooth talker here, saying that he remembers he wanted to join Soldier so Tifa, of all people, could notice him. Hello? Me? Why? Tifa, did you forget about those days? And then there's little Cloud up on that pillar over there. I point at the screen, but you don't actually see me doing that. Look, I'm sorry, but what are you talking about? Nice jump. Physics-defying jump. No, it's alright. You were having a hard time back then. You were so busy with your own things, it's only natural you don't remember me back then. Back then? It's important to me. I hate to say it, but it's a very important memory. Do you want to see it? So this is little kid Cloud talking, or maybe this is the spirit of Cloud's insecurity, the things that he wouldn't dare reveal to anybody else. So, he actually looks pretty eager. So, all of these Clouds right here are the ones affected by the insecurity, but this Cloud is actually pretty vibrant and ready to go. Come on, hurry. A sealed-up secret. Wish. Tender memories. No one can ever know. So, Cloud has a secret memory that he himself is keeping from people. Not just trying to fabricate, but just plain keeping it. So, let's see what this memory is. Do you know where this window goes to, Tifa? Fine. I'll go. Some more excellent CG graphics here. Going into a familiar-looking house. It's all becoming clear. Hey, there's a treasure. Hey, there's the armoire that we got the. Never mind. My room? It was my first time there. Was it? I only used to look up at it from outside. Hey, look! Cloud's coming. So there's little Tifa being really hard on herself about something. And there's a bunch of the other kids in Nibelheim. That's actually pretty good for building a realistic, fully fledged town. And there's little Cloud. You think he wants to come in? What happened? Was that the first day you came into my room? That's right. We lived next to each other, but I really didn't know you that well. I've known you since we were children and always thought we were close. Now that you mention it, I don't recall you ever being in my room. Tifa always used to be with this threesome, referring to those friends. That's right. I used to think they were all stupid. What? You were all childish, laughing at every little stupid thing. But we were children back then. I know. I'm the one that was stupid. I really wanted to play with everyone, but I was never allowed into the group. Then later, I began to think I was different. That I was different from those immature kids. Okay, let's just stop right here and just get a sense for what was going on. Cloud appears to have been mature beyond his age back when he was a kid, and he looked upon the other little kids with contempt for the way that they were all still childish, immature, and just yucking it up over every little thing. Is this not like everybody who is likely to play this game? I mean, there's a secret population of kids just like this in every single community who is just a little bit above everything, just enough to be so unfamiliar that they can't fit in just because of how self-aware they are. And, if you're watching this video, this may apply to you too. It might not, and this could be completely new to you, but if you've ever found yourself looking at the way things are in your community, or at least when you were a kid, growing up, looking at everybody else, and realizing that you are so self-aware that you cannot fit in, That's what Cloud is going through. That's what Cloud went through as a kid. And he's feeling alienated because of it. Ladies and gentlemen, this game speaks to us. We are the secret population of kids that didn't buy into all the hype of whatever the popular stuff was back in our various school playground environments. This is a truly profound game that speaks to those kids, to those misfits who never fit in. And the way I'm able to mostly find my words and speak in this solemn tone, I'm not just flapping my gums here. This is the sort of thing that I grew up with, and affected me in extremely negative ways until very recently, until I realized what was going on. So, enough rambling from me. Little Cloud was beyond his years, couldn't fit in with a group, therefore couldn't get close to Tifa, who by now it's pretty much implied that he had a little crush. That then, maybe. Okay, now we've got a second present Cloud. Just maybe they would invite me in. I thought that might happen, so I hung around. I was so prejudiced and weak. That night I called Tifa out to the well. I thought to myself, Tifa would never come, that she hated me. Yeah, it was so sudden. I was a bit surprised. But it's true that we weren't that close, but after you left town, I really thought about you a lot. I used to wonder how Cloud was doing. I wonder if Cloud was able to get into Soldier. I started reading newspapers, thinking that there might be an article about you. Thanks, Tifa. Tell him what you told me, later. He'll probably be so happy. Okay. Huh? What happened on this day? Was it a special day? This was the day. Tifa's mother. The day Mom died. I want to see Mom. And she just breaks out of the pack. I wonder if there's anything beyond that mountain. I'm not sure if this is related to Tifa's mother, but now we have solved the mystery of what was eating up Tifa so bad as a kid that she would become so frigid as to shut Cloud out. Yeah, it's pretty tough when people get like that, and they don't mean any ill will, yet they act accordingly. You can only act with patience and understanding when that happens. And it seems Cloud did so back then, but with a little bit more assertiveness than maybe the situation called for. And right now, Tifa is at Mount Nibel, it seems. With her friends. Mount Nibel is scary. Many people have died there. No one crosses that mountain alive. How about those that died? Did Mama pass through these mountains? The mountains? I'm not sure if Tifa's just making a long shot. I'm going. Or maybe she's making the connection of death to Mount Nibel. And, looks like someone's hesitant. The red-cap kid sure doesn't want to go through with it. And there he goes. Or maybe that's his hair. Wait a minute. Johnny?! I don't really know. That'd be an interesting connection to make, wouldn't it? If that really is Johnny, he certainly had the most sense out of Tifa's friends. And without telling Tifa, they just run off and let her be. That's a pretty bad move there, guys. No wonder she doesn't have... No wonder those friends aren't there in the present. And now I'm able to move around. This sort of looks like a game over screen, doesn't it? And in an unfortunate design choice, Tifa can just walk all over herself and Cloud. I don't remember the path I walked. Tifa missed her step. I ran to her, but didn't make it in time. Both of us fell off the cliff. Back then, I only scarred my knees, but... So that's why they're in a purgatory-like place, because Cloud can't pull up the memory of where they actually fell to. And there's Tifa's parents. I think those are Tifa's parents. No, wait, yes? No? Cloud, why'd you bring Tifa to a place like this? They certainly are two adults from Nibelheim. What the hell's the matter with you? What if she dies? Ugh, rough. Tifa was in a coma for 7 days. 7 days seems to be the allotted time for comas, doesn't it? We all thought she wouldn't make it. If only I could have saved her. I was so angry. Angry at myself for my weakness. Ever since then, I felt Tifa blamed me. I got out of control. I'd get into fights, not even caring who it was. That was the first time I heard about Sephiroth. If I got strong, like Sephiroth, then everyone might... It's interesting how Japanese RPGs always leave off on these, half sentences. And we're supposed to piece it together, but it's probably not so intuitive for people who are not used to this sort of storytelling. If I could just get stronger, then even Tifa would have to notice me. Being noticed by the one you love, pretty important. So that was it. Sorry, Cloud. If I had only remembered more clearly what happened, I could have done something sooner. It's not your fault, Tifa. But I remember back when we were 8. That's it. Now I know. You weren't created 5 years ago. My childhood memories weren't all made up. Hang in there, Cloud. Just a little longer. You've almost found the real you. We're getting Tangatapa here. Let's go back to Nibelheim again. Yes, Cloud is getting his man face on. Look at that! Look at that! Yes, we are doing this. We're gonna find the hell out of that truth. The truth is right there. We almost have the answer right in the palm of our hands. And this Cloud doesn't say anything. Let's go! They're onto something. Tifa's onto something, and Cloud actually feels that she's onto something, and I think Cloud also knows the truth, and that they're going to expose that truth together. Running through the town. Cloud, wait. Where are you going? The reactor? To the reactor! The Make-Your reactor of 5 years ago. Yes! This is exciting right here. We should have some better music over here, but, whatever. Oh, this scene. Ouch! Oof. Oi. That's vicious. Looking at it again. Oh, and there's the black-haired guy. Hey, it's Cloud. Or maybe not. I can imagine that in a delirium. Zack. You remembered. Zack. That's who this guy is. Zack. That's right. It was Zack who came to Nibelheim with Sephiroth. Wow, Tifa says that so, just so casually, but this really is a big revelation. The black-haired guy is a real guy, and his name is Zack. Then, where were you, Cloud? Whoa! And then Zack got his black hair handed to him. Cloud, did you see it all? I saw everything. Whoa! The guy in the shadows is really getting his man face on there. It's a Shinra soldier. Whoa! Ooh! Wow! Ugh! Who are you? Mom, Tifa, my town! Give it back! I had so much respect for you. I admired you. Who is this mystery soldier who just ran up to Sephiroth and plowed that sword straight in his gut? Cloud? No, I'm talking about that guy over there. Who is actually Cloud? That's what happened. You were there. You were watching me. Yeah, I remember. So was you. Hey, Cloud, if you're feeling sick, I didn't even read the rest of that. Yeah. Yeah, this is me. I never made it as a member of Soldier. I even left my hometown telling everyone I was going to join, but I was so embarrassed. I didn't want to see anybody. That just goes to show that reading comprehension is much faster than conversation. And they just ignore her. What a class act. Now I can see how Tifa would imagine that Sephiroth is cold. Well, this is mind-blowing. So, that one soldier, then, you came, you kept your promise. So you really did come when I was in trouble. Sorry I didn't get there fast enough. President Cloud saying this. It's alright, Cloud. Not quite the majestic Sephiroth we're used to, huh? just like you. The majestic, intimidating Sephiroth that we were all familiar with. That's how he actually looked like. And that must be the head of Genova. Creepy. Cloud. Kill Sephiroth. Yes! Go, Cloud, go! This is the past. Who knows what's gonna happen? Sephiroth! Whoa. Don't push your luck. It can't be. Whoa! Oh, man. Wow. The, world map music actually fit pretty well with what happened there. Way to go, Cloud of the Past. Now that earns a well done. Cloud. Then, this is goodbye, Tifa. Until we meet again. So, the truth of the matter is that Tifa is not knowing what's going on. The fact of the matter is that little Cloud did exist, wanted Tifa to notice him, couldn't because he was so beyond his years. Wanted to join Soldier so Tifa would notice him, was unsuccessful in joining Soldier, only became Shinra lackey, and we just saw the truth of what just happened. Which kind of makes you wonder how Cloud has his current abilities as a soldier. Maybe that is a story for another time. But for now, we realize that Sephiroth manipulated the truth to fit in the lie that Cloud was a clone. And for some reason I can control TV here again. Cloud! That sound effect. Tifa. Oh, Cloud. It's really you, isn't it? Yeah. Tifa. We finally meet again. You stupid jerk! You had us all worried sick! You're... Cloud, are you alright? Oh, what a roller coaster of emotions. Voice. There. I see. We are in the live stream, aren't we? Everyone's waiting. Let's go back, Cloud. Back to everyone. Yeah, I guess so. Come on, Tifa. Let's go home. Let's play the footage in reverse! With improved frame rate, but still lagging. So I guess the live stream responds to the collective will of a person to get it out. Notice how Yuffie is over Cloud and Vincent is over Tifa. Shipping generator. Yo, you alright? Tifa! Barrett, you came back. Cloud, where is he? Don't worry about him. He's a tough one. Barrett, when I was in the live stream, I saw the real Cloud. I mean, I didn't really find him. Cloud found himself on his own. Alright, I know. I shouldn't have doubted him. But I can't win against you. You're some kind of lady. People have so many things pent up inside of themselves. And they can forget so many things. Strange, isn't it? Yo, Tifa, snap out of it! Tifa? Cut to everything being absolutely okay again. Everyone, I'm sorry. I don't know what to say. Don't say anything, Cloud. All you've been doing is apologizing. I never was in Soldier. I made up the stories about what happened to me 5 years ago. About being in Soldier. I left my village looking for glory, but never made it into Soldier. I was so ashamed of being weak. Being so weak. Then I heard this story from my friend Zach. And I created an illusion of myself, made up of what I had seen in my life. And I continued to play the charade as if it were true. Illusion, huh? Pretty damn strong for illusion, I'd say. I'm physically built like someone in Soldier. Hojo's plan to clone Sephiroth wasn't that difficult. It was just the same procedure they use when creating members of Soldier. You see, someone in Soldier isn't simply exposed to Mako energy. Their bodies are actually injected with Genova cells. For better or worse, only the strong can enter Soldier. It has nothing to do with the Genova reunion. But weak people, like me, get lost in the whole thing. The combination of Genova cells, Sephiroth's strong will, and my own weakness are what created me. Everyone knew that. I'm Cloud. The master of my own illusionary world. But I can't remain trapped in an illusion anymore. I'm going to live my life without pretending. You're sure messed up, Cloud. Of all people to say that, Tifa, what the heck? That means there ain't no difference from before. By the way, Cloud, what are you going to do now? Don't tell me you're going to leave the ship. I'm the reason why Meteor is falling towards us. That's why I have to do everything in my power to fight this thing. Good. Then you're going to keep on fighting to save the planet? Fighting to save the planet. We haven't heard that phrase used in a while. It's like you always told me, Barrett. Here it comes. Oh, you mean that? What? I don't understand. There ain't no getting off of this train we're on! And there ain't no getting off of this train we on. And this train we on don't make no stops. Whoever said that third one. Yeah! Inspirational music. Cloud takes a look at this board for some reason. And now, ladies and gentlemen, the group is back together. Oh, Cloud. And Cloud, I was deeply moved by your story. And I'm really a weak person, so I could really understand how you feel, Cloud. No one knows when fighting will begin, but let's get ready. Alright, So, let us just roll out with Tifa here, and Yuffie seems really eager to get on this action. And now, this looks alright. Listen, Cloud. We're right in the middle of the mission for huge Materia, right? I know this is kind of out of the blue, but there's an underwater reactor at Janun. What? Didn't you say that before, so it's not really out of the blue? Unless saying it to Cloud is really out of the blue. As far as I can see, that's the only one left. That's that. Let's go. Yes, let's go. Let's go save the game because we are past an hour and 30 minutes. Holy moly. Hey, Yuffie. Huh? How would you even know? You don't know how tough it is getting sick on boats and rides. So please, just leave me alone. I really do understand, Yuffie. When I get sick on a flight, it's a real killer. When I was in Soldier, I completely forgot about my motion sickness. Oh. Isn't there any way to prevent this? Well, according to my research, first off, if you're nervous a lot, you won't get sick. But you can't always be nervous. With this much space, your best bet is to move around while you're riding. It also might be a good idea to stretch sometimes, too. But in Soldier, we spent a lot of time in trucks. That sucked. I like that. Now there's one thing you mustn't do when riding, and that is read. Once you get sick, there's nothing anyone can do. I know it's tough. So you're a little better off than me, but I don't feel well. Okay, that was a complete detour that I didn't expect would happen. Yes. Thank you for a job well done. Your command? We are going to save the game at long last. Boy, the quest for finding Cloud's real self sure took up a lot of time, didn't it? So, next time on Let's Play Final Fantasy VII, the Command Materia Challenge, the group is all back together as much as it can be. We are going to go after the underwater reactor in Janun, and finally, get back on track to saving the world. Until then, game out.